Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I'm just going to anoint myself with a little Egyptian gold. And I'm also brought out the big guns today. I brought my jumbo Lemurian baby. So she's casting some magic with us today. Fun fact, I used to sleep with this in my bed the first year I got her. While Carl and I were living apart. She is an celestial Lemurian, or a self-healed quartz. You can see the triangle terminations on here. It's real kind of smooth. But these are in fact other little quartz babies growing off the bottom of this. And this is called self-healed because if you imagine this like growing out of a quartz vein or a cave, this probably fell off. And because of all the energy and life still within this crystal from pressure, temperature, gas, water, it continued to grow with that energy after it fractured from the matrix. So what's so interesting about self-healed crystals or celestial crystals like these, where you can see the little quartz babies growing off of it, is it reminds us of our own ability to regenerate and to heal at any time. Because I feel like healing can be a choice, right? Like we can choose to take steps to heal ourselves, to make different choices, to choose whether or not you want to take medication or to subscribe to that treatment. There are endless ways of which we can practice our health and wellness and choose on whether we want to leave our illness in the past and that identity that we associate with that illness in the past so that we can grow and move forward. I don't believe anyone is irrevocably broken ever. And it becomes our choice on whether or not we want to do our best to learn and to grow and thus heal, and reconcile and make peace with and accept the things that have happened to us or that we've experienced, because maybe our mind is more predisposed to certain mental illness, or maybe our bodies are predisposed to more physical illness because of things in our genes. It's possible. So I have learned kind of like that we can continue to heal and grow at any time and in any direction. So yeah, I've been hanging out with her. I wonder if I can show you. So you can see it over here. That's my altar for Witches Unite, essentially, to protect Black people, Indigenous, and people of color. I got that lovely teal chalice as like a surprise yesterday from a friend of mine for a care package, which was so sweet, but it's like the perfect teal for like big mother energy to me. So I love that she gets to hang out on the altar immediately after receiving her gift yesterday. So wonderful. And I didn't have any tobacco, so she got a beautifully rolled female-owned business joint on the altar for my ancestors. So ancestors, get lit. Please offer us protection and guidance and the ability to learn and atone and move forward from that which causes separation and disconnection. Yes, please, so be it, so it is. I call on Great Mother to fold her arms around all of us and to offer a shield of golden protection and love to help us mitigate the experience of hate and stress in this world right now. So calling on all angels and ancestors, I invite you today to the table. Please allow me to be a conduit for a message for my community here today, for our community here in Rock On. Those of us who would like to receive, I invite you to deliver. So what is the message? What does our heart want us to know today? Call on the guides and angels of the throne, the teachers, to deliver a message that resonates with us. I ask for elemental support from earth, air, fire, water, and ether to imbue this message with alchemy, so anyone's energetic alignment can find something useful or purposeful. And call on the directions north, south, east, and west at the wandering magnetic poles to circulate and anchor this message earth and into our experience in this dimension today. The image that just came to mind of the shuffling was that we're in the eye of the hurricane and it's hurricane season, that the energies around us are going to get stronger and more forceful to really rock our roots and our foundations. Maybe what needs to be uprooted needs to be uprooted and removed from our psyche, from our collective consciousness. There's some astrology happening in the next few months. Okay. One more time, says my angels. I like this. Magic, rare. Okay, this one wanted to come forward a couple days ago. I kept kind of showing herself to me while I was shuffling. So the message for our heart today is dog spirit, be loyal to what you love, which I think is a really appropriate message because I've been thinking a lot about how love is magic and how love is transformational. But with dogs here, and I love this card too because it just reminds me of my parents' pup, Oliver, or even their Australian Shepherd before that, Nick, had the same similar markings. RIP Nick, but hello Oliver. Dog spirit is about being loyal in love. And so I ask you, what are you loyal to? And why? And what do you love about it? How does that love expand? Dogs are companions through thick and thin. They're highly, I mean, in their sacred masculine energy, they are protective and they are honoring, respective of their owners and their pal that will protect and guard them. And they're sacred feminine, they hold space, they offer comfort. The dog coming up for our hearts ask us, like, why are we attached to the things that we are attached to? How are they offering energy and reciprocity? Is that attachment good for us? Is it honoring? Does it have reciprocity? Does it enhance or encourage you to grow, change? Or are your attachments ones that are so comfortable that it seems impossible to imagine your life without them, even though they haven't maybe offered you any sort of comfort for far too long? We're meant to grow, we're meant to change, we're meant to evolve. And I just watched this video, and if you check out my stories on my public page, Tiffany C. Hammer, here on Facebook, you can see it there, or you can see it on Instagram at Tiffany C. Hammer. And that is, you know, a part of growing up, a part of, I mean, growing up never changes. Like, I might be in an adult body, but certainly my mind is always going to grow. My heart will always grow. My spiritual experience will always grow. I don't know everything yet. And there's still much for me to learn. And the more I learn, the more I realize that I don't know enough yet. And because we're meant to grow and evolve and change, some of our previously held beliefs might still be attached or stuck with our inner child, or maybe more immature perspectives that we've carried over for far too long because they've never been challenged. Or maybe we've been around other people that also keep us playing small because of herd pack mentality. That's kind of a doggish one, right? Like pack mentality. So today, this question for you and what I was watching in this video is about, you know, whose responsibility is it then for us to grow up besides ourselves? Like at some point you're an adult and your parents aren't there, so it's time to parent yourself. Like either if you had shitty parents or parents that didn't raise you fairly because of their own mental health or abuse of some sort, whether that's substantive or, you know, neglectful in any way, our inner child is still hurt by those experiences, but that doesn't mean that you can't be that parent to that inner child now. That you, knowing what you know now, you can do better for your inner child self. And so dog is like that companion that can help us on our journey. So like, how can you be loyal to your loving sense of self by going back and revisiting that inner child that maybe was neglected in love and offering her or him or them a little bit of support, a little bit of, okay, we're going to learn together. I see you. Maybe you are the dog companion to just come and be able to invite her forward. Um, if this is a message for our heart too, it's saying that your heart is loving. I mean, I've said this plenty of times, I feel like, but like I don't joke about my cold dead heart anymore because I believe that that's a spell. The more you speak that into existence, that encases that energy and can corrupt your ability to actually feel and love. So this message today with dog spirit, be loyal to what you love, reminds you of the love that you do carry in your heart, whether or not you joke. So when dog comes, it's meant to like trust and accept that there is a changing tune, a changing force. The wheel must roll. We are changing. No one is exempt from that. And in fact, that's probably why we see such disharmonious, loud cacophony of people who are just resisting change, even though we have to. Either you can resist change because you don't want to see that racism and privileges exist in our society, or they're resisting change about the coronavirus and that they don't want to be told what to do because they don't want what they are familiar with to change, that being maybe day to day, that might be uncertainty about jobs. It's the same resistance to change no matter what the other topic is right now. And so when dog comes forward, it's okay, we can get through this together. Let's look for the love here. Let's look for the loving aspect of this solution for our pack, for our conspecifics. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Our co-species, our other fellow humans. Let's find the love in that. Maybe our greatest loyalty should be to love. How about that? I mean, that's what I keep trying to come down to, is I keep refining and refining and refining and refining and refining until all of my decisions come from a place of love. Some days are better than others, but be loyal to what you love is also a loyalty to love itself. So how can that manifest for you today? How can your loyalty to love influence how you interact and greet new information, people in your experience, whether that be online or in person, the things in your home, the things you love? I mean, like Taylor Swift says, I just think you are what you love. And I completely agree. At least that's what I'm going to try to work for and work towards every day. So, dog card, be loyal to what you love. Tell me, what do you love? What does this message speak to you? I'd love to hear about it. Drop me a comment. I'll see you tomorrow.